welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel. It's great to see all you guys again, and of course we're going to be here talking about the lovely, lovely city of Boulder, Colorado. So hey, really great to see you guys here in this video. Please watch the whole thing, but when you get done, I want you to go ahead and type into Google, where is the list of the best places to live in the whole country? And you are routinely going to see Boulder, Colorado be on that list ranking in the best place to live. So I oftentimes get asked, why? What makes Boulder so great? Why is it better than Denver? Why is it better than, another city of a larger size that might have more access and more activity? And I don't know if it's better, but I'm going to tell you why Boulder is so great and why it might be better for you. So let's go ahead and dive in together. So the first thing I want to talk about is obviously just the scenery here. Boulder is an absolutely breathtaking place to live. The sight I think of in my head is as I'm kind of coming in, driving into the city, crossing over Highway 36, and just that panoramic, breathtaking view of the Flatirons that you really can't ignore. And it's one of the big reasons why people live here is just how beautiful it is. The natural magnetism of having that much beautiful nature all around us right in your back door is hard to beat. If you are a person who likes to hike, bike, fly fish, if you like to ski, if you like to snowboard, if you like to rollerblade, if you just like to go out on a walk and soak in the nature with your friends and your family, man, Boulder is really unbeatable for access to that. And the whole community really rallies around it. So it's a big part of the community identity here in Boulder is to be able to take part in a lot of those great outdoor activities. Boulder is routinely voted one of the fittest and one of the most active cities in the country as well. So people are really committed to being out there and enjoying it and soaking it in. And you're gonna see your friends and family out there on the hiking trail as you're going up Chautauqua State Park or on the slopes as you're heading up to Eldora Mountain. So you're gonna run into familiar faces and you're gonna be feeling like you're part of that community and really taking part in that together. And that community feel stretches out to the governmental level as well. So there's pretty restrictive zoning laws that have maybe the somewhat negative impact of having house prices be a little bit higher, but they have the big benefit of maintaining this nature, maintaining the beauty all around us here in Boulder. And they're not going to sacrifice that for further development. And once you do own your house in Boulder, Colorado, you're going to benefit from the increased equity you're going to see in the faster appreciation and value because they're not going to overdevelop the area and wash out all the gorgeous nature. So if nature is important to you, if having access to all that and taking advantage of those great outdoor activities, if you're an active person who likes to do your activity outside, man, Boulder is going to be one of the best places that you can possibly live because it just has unmatched access to all that. Not to mention that we have 300 days of beautiful sunshine here. Yeah, we'll get some snow, and we do want that to have a good base for those mountains up there like Eldora, but we also want to be able to take advantage of hiking, skiing, and biking year-round. And with 300 plus days of sunshine and the relatively mild winters you're going to see here, you can do that if you make Boulder your home. All right, let's dive into the community a little bit more. So the community here is going to be highly educated, very active and engaged, and also going to be very eco-minded and eco-friendly. The university is going to be a big draw of that. So CU Boulder here is going to draw people from all over the world that really enjoy studying, right? And you're going to have great tech schools there. You're going to have great people who are going to be engaged in innovation and environmental studies and arts, particularly in music. The music school there is very, very strong, and it's not associated with the university, but as we see the film festival move out here in next year, you're going to see that art and film community start to make Boulder a desirable place to live as well. So that community aspect is going to continue to grow, and again, being bought into keeping and maintaining how awesome the outdoors are here and how the great community around us is going to be a big part from the ground up. So the community is going to be bought into it, and the government around us is going to have recycling and composting and other various programs to keep the world beautiful around Boulder, Colorado. So it's not just a commitment to access and using it, it's going to be a commitment to maintaining and keeping it beautiful and positively impacting the beautiful environment around us here in Boulder, Colorado. And the food scene really can punch above its weight class. So the great part about Boulder is you're maybe 30 minutes or so from Denver. So if you want to go out there and catch a show, catch a movie, get some night clubbing in, take advantage of the dining in Denver, or maybe more often take advantage of some of the great major sports teams we have out there, the access is 30-40 minutes away, so it's not a big drive, but Boulder in town can really, really hold its own with some of those bigger cities. If you go down Pearl Street, you're going to see world-class dining, world-class cafes. The microbrew scene here is going to be almost unmatched, and it's going to have a great access to different shows and events of their own, whether you're going to the Boulder Theater to see one of your favorite authors do a reading, or a smaller, more kind of tight-knit and cozy venue for a concert, or you want to go to the college and see a bigger, more grand concert or catch a CU football game. the access there is really, really great. So I think it really punches above its weight class to rival bigger cities for arts, entertainment, and cultural events as well. The community's going to be, tends to be pretty clean. So the streets there are going to be really easy to walk around on. It's pretty hard to get lost. You're going to be able to soak up that great outdoor access from the streets of Boulder as well. It's a great walking city. It's great to access all those things. So if all those things are important to you, Boulder is definitely going to rank on your best place to live list. Okay, guys, so we talked about some of the reasons that what makes Boulder great, but it may not be a good fit for everybody. It does have that kind of very more small, tight-knit community feel. It's not going to have a big urban experience like you might have in Denver. So if you're looking for something that has maybe increased nightlife, maybe a higher access or a wider spread job market anyway, then you're going to feel that probably better in Denver. You're really going to be sacrificing on the nature that you're not going to get down there that you do get here in Boulder, and you're not going to have that same sort of tight-knit community feel where you see your friends and neighbors out there in the community quite as much, but there are benefits to living there. Another city to consider is going to be Fort Collins. It's a good thing to compare to Boulder because it's another college town. It is going to be a little less expensive, but it's also going to be a little bit smaller, even still, and it's also going to be, from a nature and scenery perspective, a little flatter and not have the same access to greenery, trees, and mountains that Boulder has. And another city to consider is going to be further south, down there in Colorado Springs. It's another one of the largest cities in Colorado. And it's going to have more of a suburban feel. It's not going to have quite the same urban level of feel that Denver has, but it's also going to have the smaller community feels that you're going to find here in Boulder. It has a somewhat level of access to nature, but it's still similarly going to be flatter, and you're going to be traveling a little bit further to get to the mountains. So Boulder, I think, does a good job of kind of balancing all those things. It's going to have access to nature, it's going to have a great community feel, it's going to have a really healthy, strong jobs market. So if you're looking to kind of get the best of all worlds, there's a reason why Boulder is going to rank really high on that national list of best places to live. So if that sounds appealing to you, Boulder is going to be a great place to consider making your next home. All right, so who is Boulder best for? Well, I would say young professionals are going to have a great time here. If you work in tech, if you work in healthcare, if you work in education, if you want to get started part of something new and work into a startup, it's a really, really healthy ecosystem for startups here as well. Young professionals are going to have a great opportunity to earn above average salaries for their fields, and you're going to see one of the lowest unemployment rates in the whole state of Colorado here in Boulder. So if you're looking to advance your career, Boulder's going to be a great fit. Families like my own really love Boulder because we can take our kids out hiking, we can take them out biking, we have access to really great features that are going to be natural when the family comes to visit, and we have one of the best education systems in the whole state as well. So families are going to be a great fit, and I think retirees are going to like Boulder as well, because if you want to get out there and stay healthy, stay hiking, stay biking, you can do all those things here, but it also is going to have really easy community travel to get around town. So if you want to go into Denver consistently, you're going to need a car, but commuting around Boulder and taking advantage of all these things is going to be really easy if you want to stay local. Is Boulder the best place to live? Well, maybe. I think it's probably the best place to live for me and for my family. And I think if you're a person who wants to take advantage of a great outdoor access, a very healthy, active community, if you want to feel like you're part of a community and not, have that same urban lifestyle, but more of a small town community feel, and if education, cleanliness, the environment are all things that are going to be very, very important to you, then yes, I think Boulder's got a great shot to be the best place to live. So I love making these videos. I love chatting to you guys online, but if you want to meet up in person, really connect face-to-face or voice-to-voice, that's what's really going to make me very happy. So my phone number and my email are going to be here down below in the video as well as in the bio, so please reach out. Call, text, email, whatever's easiest for you. I'd love to chat more about Boulder. It's a place that I love, and I would just love to hear from you. You guys have a great day. Talk soon.